In North New South Wales. My name's Michael O'Neill. I'm here post fires. I see a lot of devastation around here. We personally experienced it, but nothing to the devastation that's been foisted on us now by the government's response to a alleged pandemic. But what I really want to talk about is something that I just found out. The Victorian government has a website for birth, deaths and marriages. And on that website, it always has the death rate for the last 10 years. So you can have a look and see how does this year compare with last year, the year before, and for the last 10 years. But 2 weeks ago, all that historical data has disappeared. It's just gone. Now, why? Why would that go? Can't we be trusted? Oh, it might scare us too much. Well, the interesting thing is you can actually still get the data, but you have to pay for it. And this is what the data shows. The data shows that the death rate is not going up, but down. In fact, this year is lower than the last 10 years, except for 1 year. Can you believe that? It's lower. Well, that can't be. I mean, like, if we watch the television, if we watch Channel 9, Channel 7, Channel 10, the ABC, it's mayhem out there. You know, people are falling in the street. If we would have read yesterday's Courier Mail, we would see that the real cause of the problem is these people that are so-called conspiracy theorists and saying that it's not really the big problem that everyone's saying. But the figures show that they're correct. Now, this hit piece was done by journalist Jane Hansen, who is well-known, a gutter journalist. She wrote about me in there, and good on you, Jane, no problem. Look, all we want to do is raise awareness. All is not as it seems. We have a right to know. This is a democratic country. Have we become a totalitarian state where we can't even have the correct information given us? Are we too stupid? Is that what you think of us? You think we're just idiots? That we can't even understand it? That everything has to be processed through you and your chief medical officers? Really? No, I don't think so. We didn't vote the chief medical officers to rule over us. We want the truth. Goodness me. We've just seen yesterday there was protests in Germany. Vast amount of people. I've seen the footage. Lithuania, where they lined the road for 32 kilometres in protest. I mean, come on. The world is waking up. We're not stupid. We're not as silly as you think we are. Okay? Just get that in your heads. I know that you'll sway a lot of people, Miss Hansen, and all you other media outlets. I thank God for the Australian National Review and some of the articles coming out from Sky News. Look, all is not seems. It's not as bad as they're saying. We need to wake up. We need to do our own research. We need to think about this. Where the mask, the taking away of the face, our facial expressions, our smiles, our disapproval, our anger and our love are all taken away of us. We've become we've got to become some sort of robotic creature in fear of this great pandemic that's ready to strike us in our tracks if we were to somehow stray within 1.5 metres of each other. Oh, come on. Come on. We're just not idiots, you know. Goodness me. We've never lived like this. I look forward to, and I want Australia to be back like it was, where we could travel, where we could laugh and hug and kiss and greet each other and not be fearful. Do you know there's 11,000 people a day dobbing in their neighbours in Victoria alone? What on earth has Australia come to? Really, how do we allow them to do this? We need change. We need to let the government know, write letters, do whatever you can, protest. There is a protest in Australia on the 5th of September, a great Freedom Day. Freedom. There couldn't be any other cause that is better to fight for. Freedom matters. Freedom matters. And you can vote for the Informed Medical Options Party. Informed Medical Options Party set up for you to have a free choice. It's time to take a stand. It's time to break out of this bind and mental lockdown that they have placed us in or are trying to place us in. Wake up, Australia. This is our hour. We can't let this rubbish continue.